there's such tremendous stories like that just cause your heart to say, oh, yes, aren't we doing what the Lord wants us to do? It makes it wonderful, wonderful stuff.
It's so gratifying to see how the gospel blesses people's lives and actually strengthens them and helps them to do better in every area of their life. And the joy that it brings is incredible.
And isn't it amazing to see how the lives change of members of the church, not just spiritually, but temporally and in every way as they grow in the kingdom?
Yes.
Have you got anything come to mind of some of these conversion stories that where you've seen that kind of growth, besides the one you just mentioned?
Yes, when we first arrived here, I was very impressed with a member of a stake relief society presidency. She was a counselor and an attorney, and she lived in one of the poorest areas of our mission. And she just had a light about her. I thought she was so wonderful, Sister Gomez. And she had joined the church 2 years previously, and she was already a member of the Relief Society presidency. And she's so happy to be a member. And then she's now moved out of that area and into a nicer area, and she now has a home. And she got up in a testimony at a baptism, the baptism of her 81-year-old father, actually, and told the ways that the church has blessed her life in the last 4 years now. So, and my husband knows the rest of that story.
Well, thanks, sweetie. Sister Benton, actually, there is a fun two parts to that. So she became an abogado, a lawyer, just after she was joined. She worked to become a lawyer, and now she blesses the lives of many members by helping them with their problems. But there is a fun sequel to that. We have two strong sisters, Sister DeStefano, who's just gone home, and Sister Lopez. They were walking fairly quickly to try to get some work done, and they walked past this woman, and they heard the word Mormon, and they turned around, and they said, Are you a Mormon? And she said, oh, and this was Sister Gomez. And she said, oh, sister, I was just telling him what a joy is. She was talking to a neighbor of her father's. It's such a joy that it is to be a member. And she said, this is such a wonderful thing. My father's here. Can you come in now and teach him? And so she went in. They went inside, said, yes, of course we'll teach him. And they were talking, and they started talking about the blessings of the gospel. And this good sister started telling about all her life, how her life had changed and been blessed, and she started crying. And then her father, 81 years old, started crying. And the sister said, and then we started crying. and then this Sister DeStefano said, Brother Gomez, would you like to have this feeling forever? And he said, yes, I would. And then she said, would you prepare yourself to to follow the example of Jesus Christ and be baptized in this church? And he said, of course I would. Just one of those sterling moments. And it was it took three. He's so old, and took three men. We had to put him in a chair to help him get down in the water. It was, but that's one of many. We see people that literally live in one-room hovels, and over time, and the joy of the gospel is that, of course, we see eternal blessings, but we see them dramatically change